Well, look at that. We're live for another Joking Adventure Hour. This is Wednesday, July 22nd, 2026. Hello to X, Rumble, and BitChute. Hello to Lurkers and Bot. Hello to the chat. Hello to George.
Greetings, everybody.
You stream every night because the stories are real, but the news, they be fake.
Oh yeah.
And before we jump in, be sure to get a copy of the Immortal Mask, a 200-page graphic novel on sale now on my website, Dinales.com, CriticalBlast.com, and Amazon.com.
Yep.
All right, let's jump in. First news of the day. Breaking. The House just passed a bill to ban members of Congress and their spouses from trading individual stocks with a 232 to 198 vote.
uh,
Also,
really?
yeah, also, there's a national voter ID requirement attached to the bill.
What?
So they're putting every single bill with a national voter ID.
And one of them should pass.
So one of them should pass, right?
All right, cool.
But here's the thing, right? This is great that the House are passing it, but you know what it needs to take? It needs to take the Senate to pass their bill. And
I'm just a bill. I'm just
remember, you need the House and Senate together to pass the bill, and then that bill goes to the president to be signed. So the current roadblock is the Senate. So we have, one Republican replaced by his sister, and we have one Republican who we don't even know if it's weekends at Bernie's at this time.
Yeah, that's bullshit. They should actually have confirmation if the guy's alive or dead right now.
Mm-hmm.
So everyone's playing this bullshit game.
Yeah. So look. It becomes even more apparent. It's because people are going to be asking, how can you tell that Lindsey Graham died immediately, but you can't say that Mitch McConnell is alive or dead?
No.
And with our conspiracy theories minds, like, that's the whole point. They want you to see the juxtaposition, to be asking a question.
Yep.
George, any thoughts?
Somebody just walk into Mitch McConnell's room in the hospital and poke him with a sword.
Yeah.
If the sword bleeds, if the sword draws blood, then he's alive.
Yep.
If he yells, he's alive. If he doesn't say anything, and the sword, and wherever they stuck the sword in, and sand comes out, then the guy's a puppet.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying to hurt Mitch McConnell. I'm just saying to hurt
the narrative,
a dummy that looks like Mitch McConnell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It can't be the inflatable autopilot.
Oh no, you can't have the autopilot.
I mean, we already have an auto pen.
Yep.
Oh my God, George! I just had a great idea for a parody movie.
Okay, write it down right now.
It's White House! Exclamation point.
That's it.
Like airplane, White House. And you have all these actors, right? Play it straight, but all you have to do is put in just like, here's your scene. Here's what do you want me to do? You play it straight, no matter what craziness happens in the background.
No. Okay, all right. I see where you're going with this.
Mm-hmm.
I see where you're going with this.
Yes,
but this would not work today. It may work in 20 years from now.
Mm-hmm.
But it will not work today because I kid you not.
Yeah.
People will just look at it as a documentary. in 20 years from now, when majority of the people have forgotten,
yeah,
they'll look at it as satire.
Well, we'll be ahead of the curve. I mean, we'll ask Elon Musk. It's like, we can do it at a budget of $10 million, which you can audit.
I'm going to buy Twitter. Okay, you're going to buy Twitter. No, I'm not going to buy Twitter.
Buy Twitter.
No, you got to buy Twitter. Okay, I'm not buying Twitter. No, you got to buy Twitter. Okay, I'm not going to buy Twitter. No, you are going to buy Twitter. Okay,
I'm going to buy Twitter.
Buy Twitter. No, you cannot buy Twitter.
Twitter.
That was like, was it 2 weeks, 3 weeks of just pure gold.
Every day was like a racket ball. We were like the audience in a tennis ball where somebody's throwing a racket. It's like, I'm going to buy Twitter. No, you're not going to buy Twitter. Okay, I'm not going to buy Twitter. No, you got to buy Twitter. Okay, I'm going to buy Twitter. No, you can't buy Twitter.
Absolute gold. Gold, I tell you. Yeah, this level of satire, it just doesn't come around in a generation,
Yeah. We'll put everything crazy and just put like, President
Autopen too.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of Elon Musk, right? John Carter, I want Elon Musk to give Mel Gibson $100 million to film an Odyssey adaptation with painstakingly historically accurate ships, armor, weapons, and casting, with all the dialogue taken straight from the original poem and delivered in the Homeric Greek. Elon Musk, I'm down.
Yeah. That's the most beautiful thing I've ever heard.
John Carter, holy shit. Well, you know what, George? You know why he's down for it?
Go on.
Because he already has Mel Gibson in his payroll.
Go on.
Let me put this in there. Let me put this in here. So, Mel Gibson, Mark Wahlberg, right? Partners with Elon Musk and invests between $1 billion to $3 billion in a non-woke film studio committed to a traditional family values.
Gosh. This is just a setup. The thing's already happening.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Yeah.
What kind of fresh awesomeness is this?
Yeah, we talked about it months ago, but that's why he says I'm down for it. It's because he's already in the work with Mel Gibson and Mark Wahlberg to apparently because they're saying it's a satire rumor. But I guess it's not a satire rumor after all.
Wow.
I mean, hello. How do you think Mel Gibson? I'm pretty sure Elon gave him money for the resurrection.
Oh my gosh! Do you know how giddy I am, man? To actually have Mel Gibson do the Odyssey.
I mean,
a really great depiction of the Odyssey.
Yeah.
Oh, that is just chef's kiss, man.
Yeah.
Absolute chef's kiss. He'll probably do it in 2 or 3 movies. He would have to.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Oh my gosh! And if he did the Iliad and the Odyssey, holy smokes!
Yeah, and a properly made Iliad.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's the kind of movie that
they would have to do the Iliad,
Yeah,
that has to be like the Lord of the Rings trilogy.
Yeah,
you have the Iliad, and then you have the Odyssey.
Oh, but oh my gosh!
At the end of the Iliad, you start the beginning of the Odyssey.
Yeah. Because there's just certain movies that you have on your bookshelf.
Yeah.
With pride.
Yeah.
The Lord of the Rings, of course, the James Bond series, of course.
Yeah, I have that.
Right? Yeah, just
the extended edition versions. Yeah.
Just and then you look over and you have the Iliad and the Odyssey.
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, that's just That's that's the kind of thing that
and why?
that's the kind of thing you put down in your will.
Right.
For you put it down as an inheritance
That's
to your
I want a
kids.
physical copy of that. I don't want a digital copy.
Yeah, fuck the digital copy.
Yeah. But no, I would trust Mel Gibson for that because he wrote uh,
Apocalypto.
Apocalypto,
Yeah,
which is basically the end of the Mayan civilization before the Columbus or the Spaniards, the Reconquistadors, came over.
yeah. I mean, Passion of the Christ.
Yeah.
I mean, this is absolutely brilliant work.
You know what's funny, George? Now that I'm
Uh,
thinking about, you mentioned Passion of the Christ.
yeah,
They that a lot of the Jewish community called this the most anti-Semitic movie ever. Remember that?
yeah, yeah.
And I'm like saying, why are you calling what happened to Christ anti-Semitic when he himself was a rabbi?
Well, that's the part that a lot of people miss, right? They
Yeah,
don't
he's a teacher.
understand
He's not a
history. Yeah,
rabbi.
I know, but they missed they missed a little part of history
Yeah,
where they're reacting. They're not being
yeah,
proactive.
yeah.
And somebody sees a red light. Oh no, you got to stop. But no one asks
Hmm.
why there's a red light.
Yeah.
And there's a big difference.
Hmm.
All right, what's this?
Uh, Eric, it's official. President Trump just signed a nuclear agreement with Saudi Arabia that will let the kingdom build nuclear facilities with American companies. The deal will last decades and is worth billions. Congress now has 90 days to consider this deal.
Wow.
Here's the thing, George. This is already a done deal. They're going to hee-haw it for dramatic purposes, but it's going to be passed. You know why?
Why?
Because there's no way that Trump is going to announce to the world that there's a signed nuclear agreement and it has to wait on Congress to pass that. No.
Oh
This,
yeah, he did it 35 minutes ago.
yeah, he did this 35 minutes ago. Congress already approved it 35 minutes ago. They're just going to hee haw to make it seem like nothing happens.
Yeah.
Oh no, are they going to do it? Are they going to do it? No, yes, no. At the very last minute, at the 11th hour, boom, deal's done. Hey George, you like Taco Bell?
Keto Taco Bell.
Uh, so apparently, because the lettuce that they were sourcing came from Taylor Farms, right? That basically they first said it was from Taylor Farm that the parasites were coming from. Then they said they was retracted and the FDA was wrong, or that it was Taylor Farms. And then it came back, no, it was actually is Taylor Farm, and they were corrected. It was a false positive result.
Mm-hmm.
Taco Bell is offering a $1 lettuce freeze in churritos in efforts to rebuild customers' trust after explosive diarrhea's U.S. illness outbreak. They're also offering $1 nacho fries for reward members with the in churrito purchases.
So I guess this is called the explosive special.
Yes,
Yes.
they want you to explosively come to their restaurant to.
This is the back end deal.
Yeah. For being explosive, they have so much time now that their thing looks clean. Look.
Yeah, look at that, eh? Wow.
It's the most clean that I've seen a Taco Bell be. I see. Wall Street Apes, Taco Bell employees reporting that they have now no customers because of the lettuce outbreak linked to Taco Bell's location. The worker shows that the order screen and there's no in dining, no drive-through orders because everyone is afraid to come. The CDC even put out their government webpage linking Taco Bell to the outbreak, so this has to be crushing their business. For reference, Taco Bell typically have 10 to 30 plus delivery app orders at any given time. Right now, they have 0 orders.
Wow.
No Taco Bell, please.
Uh,
Hey George,
uh,
tell me when a Powerball lottery goes international for the first time, what do you call that?
um, USAID?
Bingo!
No,
Everybody's calling it.
no
The
way.
U.S. Fireball jackpot is going international for the first time, with players outside the United States able to participate, beginning with tonight's drawing. Why would you? Why would international? Why would you have it for international people instead of within the United States? Oh, you need to launder said money to those people that you owe money to. Oh man, it's going to be a beautiful thing when people realize this. Blind Goth Girl. Some comedian says, who doesn't experience diarrhea from Taco Bell anyhow? The people who adapted their rectums
Yes,
to Taco Bell.
yes, they adopted.
You know, the body is like, it's like, we have put calluses around your rectum because we can't support this any longer.
Yeah, their stomachs are able to eat tar and cement.
Exactly. There's that one alien dude from Orville, the Orville.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah, so money laundering happening right in your face, international. There's no reason for a lottery jackpot to be international, George, right? Because
Yeah, exactly.
here's the excuse they said in Florida for the lottery, right?
Mm.
Hey guys, when you buy a ticket for the lottery, every dollar goes to scholarship for the students. You know what I always heard? That's just another form of tax, and then you're gambling to see if you gain a prize or something. Brian Cates, a lot of what you don't understand about federal, state, city, county government, why are they doing the absolutely insane shit that makes no sense? It's going to become clear when you understand a numerically significant number of our elected, quote unquote, public officials are actually unregistered foreign agent. That is, they are spies for foreign powers. When you understand that, exchange for a significant bribe, they're implementing the policy of all levels of the U.S. government that our enemy wants for us. New visas of understanding are going to open up for you. Our elected leaders, quote unquote, can do what they do to us because they don't work for us. They are unregistered foreign agents. Think Bob Menendez times 1,000 just in the U.S. Congress, which is why I keep reiterating you have to clean up your local elections, state, because that'll trickle up to the national. Local election affects national income outcomes.
Yay.
I don't. I get tired of saying that over and over again. But you know, when the point comes into place, I have to say it because it's like, yay! People are starting to get to where I was about 10 years ago. Yay!
Yay.
And I just got tired of saying that like about 5 years ago. Oh, by the way, uh, Tom Cruise has decided that he can't let Brad Pitt outdo him in the Formula One racing. Thus, he's bringing back his old IP, Days of Thunder 2.
Wow.
I hope they get Mickey Rourke back back as his rival.
Yeah.
Let's see. Okay. Next orator. Let's listen what he says in Georgia.
Well, thank you very much, everybody. It's a special place, and I am here to announce my candidacy. I'm only kidding. Nah, boy, I tell you what a group.
He's not kidding. He's not kidding at all.
I saw that. He of course he's kidding. He's got to be.
He's not kidding. He announced it in Georgia. Beautiful Georgia. The one that started the fraud. The one that's going to open the keys. The one that's going to allow me to run again for a fourth term.
But it's just the way it is.
But, here becomes a question, right? They're going to say, well, he can't run for a fourth term. Then it becomes an even obvious question. It's like, well, they're going to have to do a constitutional amendment. They're going to have to do a relief, or they're going to have to be some kind of insane explanation that he was never president for these past 6 years, right? And that there's been no president since after Obama left office because, the military took over at that time. Just saying.
So this is President Otto Trump?
President Trump was just the face of a military operation. That's one thing. One idea, But, that might be a little bit too over the head for most people. So it might say, hey, guys, we're going to do a constitutional amendment, and we're going to change the in Congress, and we're going to get rid of that amendment that says that the president can only run 2 times for office or something like that. That's why the election for 2026 is so important, so I can run for the 4th time and win for the 4th time. It's going to be Trump 2028 and then Trump 2032. You got to believe it. I will beat FDR, and I will die as president. Like the Pope.
I can see that.
Man, my Trump is becoming really good after all these months of me practicing it. Elon Musk, their next step is to agree that there are a number of people. Their next step is to agree that there's a large number of illegal voting, or usually getting harvested by Democrat operatives who pick up their ballot and fill them out. And that's a good thing. And anyone who opposes it is a racist. The maze. January. There's no evidence of voter fraud. July. Okay, there's some evidence of voter fraud, but it's not widespread. And the illegal who voted are just confused.
He's been in office for a full year now. They have not come up with any of this purported evidence of voter fraud. You guys are in search of something that there's been no evidence exists. New Jersey is double checking its voter rolls tonight after a software error added 6,600 non-citizens to the voter rolls. The suggestion that this is fraud suggests that these people were trying to vote. Sometimes what happens is that when state systems are incorrect, people receive information and they are confused. Where some people who are ineligible to vote are not aware that they're ineligible to vote. I do think whether it is widespread or not matters. I do think that the numbers actually matter. He's been in office.
So from no evidence to some evidence, George, it's like the same thing over again, Mm-hmm. No evidence, some evidence. Okay, a little bit more evidence. Okay, a couple states, but not enough to change the election. Okay, enough to change the election of some state, but not the overall national election. Okay, enough to change the overall national election. But come on, guys. It's a one-time thing. It only happened 1 election. Oh, no, it happened 2 elections. No. It happened 3 elections. No. It happened 4 elections. Oh, no. The last actual voted in president is JFK.
Last action election.
Exactly.
Almost like Last Action Hero.
Exactly. It's a movie. It's Fuzazi. We've been a capture nation. Benny Johnson. Pocahontas panics on camera, flees from reporter, asking why she is enabling voter fraud. Like her fake Indian heritage, she opposes it because she'll lose, and her party will lose, and the money she owes those people will lose, and she's worried about them breaking her kneecaps. Pocahontas, you gotta worry more about being on your knees as keeping your heads on your shoulder.
Yeah. You know what's scary?
Yeah.
Pocahontas was very close to becoming, president at one point.
You mean close, like Jeb Bush was close of having hair in his head?
Yes. Let's hear her talk and run.
All right.
Hi, just a quick question for you. I know you're vehemently opposed to the Save America Act, but does the recent revelation in New Jersey with the aliens who are actually registered to vote change your opinion on getting that legislation passed?
Look, it is already illegal for someone who's not an American citizen to vote, period.
But
That's the law.
at least 400 aliens that did vote.
There are already laws to prevent that. And if
really?
people have violated the law, then they should be prosecuted.
Do you
Easy.
think anything's actually going to happen? I thought Democrats always said that there's no evidence of
I don't
illegals
understand why you want laws that are already there. That
They're not
makes
being-
no sense.
But I thought Democrats said illegals never vote, but obviously they do, right? Thank you, Senator.
There are laws.
Yes, there's no evidence. Oh, there's evidence, but there's laws.
There's very laws. There's laws. Oh, there's laws? You mean laws that during the Clinton administration they put loopholes in so illegals can, have it because, they require driver's license and oops, the system automatically registers them to vote and oops, they vote because they have a driver's license?
Yeah.
You mean those laws?
Oh.
You mean that glitch? Hey, George, what do we always say about glitches?
1, 2, 3, it's a pattern.
4, it's not a glitch, it's a feature.
Yeah, but to get to the feature, you really have to, squint a little and just make a laugh.
Blonde goth girl. Yep, and there's law against red drum too, but it happens. Hey, people are starting to think about the whole red drum things about drug dealers,
Yeah.
They're saying, look, the amount of damage that drug dealers commit to a community is more widespread than anything else, that you should have the death penalty. The fastest way to, that's that decent, that harsh penalty, what that causes?
Yeah.
It causes people to say, hey, this is not worth me peddling. Why? I can earn $100,000 a day, right? Or I could potentially lose my life the next day.
Oh, no.
Most people say $100,000 or whatever is not worth, my neck on a noose.
$102,000?
No. Hey, George, remember when G8 Barr under Trump 1 started institutionalizing and reactivating the death penalty with firing squad and noose and everything else?
Yeah, but isn't that guy an asshole?
Sometimes you just have to be an asshole so people can leave you alone,
But wasn't he against Trump?
Oh, yeah, but then he says a lot of stuff that was for Trump.
So he was hedging his bets?
No, he was probably saying, hey, guys, in order for you not to try to trip me up when I'm doing these sensitive things, I hate Trump. Trump sucks. And, I don't believe anything that Trump is doing is right while doing everything that Trump asked me to do.
Yeah, okay.
See how it works?
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah. So now that you have that in mind, Listen to this. MJ Truth Ultra, Mike Lindell pitches conditional work visa and one-time mass amnesty window for non-criminal illegal immigrants. Mike Lindell, my very good friend, he's proposing a 6-month window during which illegal immigrants could come forward and register for conditional work visas. Under this plan, those who register must pass a background check, get fingerprinted, will not have to leave the country ever, even though they will not become citizens and could not vote. He supports giving driver's license to illegal immigrants who participate. He mentioned the government necessity or support to them gain legal status. Lindell repeatedly emphasized, you have criminals who are here illegally. They have never committed a crime. When the liberal host points out that idea sounds like past Democratic proposal, Lindell replies that Republican probably won't like it, but stands by the plan anyways. So the nerd reaction is, I can't believe it. Lindell, you've been fighting this. You've been fighting for illegal voting, and you're doing this. How dare you backstab us so openly, right?
Yeah.
And when you're backstabbing so openly, this is, and Trump endorsed it. Remember, Trump, I fully endorse Mike Lindell as governor of Minnesota.
Wow.
That tells me two things. One, he is expecting for Mike Lindell to lose. Two, he's showing you how the Minnesota government has actually been using and processing the illegal migrants all this time.
Yeah.
So before people start getting a jerk meat reaction and say, "Oh no, Mike Lindell backstuff us," look, showing you their playbook. Let me go back here to this very last pass. When the liberal host points out that the idea sounds like past Democratic proposal, Lindell replies, Republicans won't like it, but it stands by the plan anyway, because that's been the Democratic plan the whole time. They've been implementing this the whole time. He's just put a spotlight on this the whole time.
Wow.
So people are going to be like, I can't vote for Mike Lindell. I can't believe he's doing this. I can't believe Trump doing this. Trump, how dare you put this guy you said and this and that's a. Hey, guy, I know it's very tough for you, but sometimes we have to fool our friends to fool the enemies.
Yeah.
You got to read the Book of War by Sun Tzu.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and until you realize that, you're going to be manipulated all this time. It's like Dr. Oz. Remember when Dr. Oz was running for senator for Pennsylvania, and who beat him? Do you know who beat Dr. Oz?
Who?
Fetterman.
Oh, right.
And what happened to Fetterman? He's
gone batshit crazy, and he's going to go Republican possibly.
Exactly, but nobody thought that was going to happen, right?
No.
So the same thing, the same playbook is happening over here with Minnesota. So if Mike Lindell doesn't win governor, guess what? The Democratic candidate or the independent candidate, whoever, he already stacked that election. So whoever wins, Minnesota will be under control of Trump and will do what Trump says, Just like Fetterman. He's going to say, wow, this person is so based. So this is the Dan Scavino's showing you the view of within the Oval Office. to West Wing's music?
I have no idea, but it's very uplifting.
Yeah. This is the part I wanted to show.
The bell?
No, look behind.
What, Batman?
Yes.
Wait, that's legit?
Yes.
What the hell is a Batman symbol doing in a place of awesome worship?
Because, like I told the little kid, I'm Batman.
Yeah. Holy shit.
So this actually looks now like the capital of the richest country on earth. So remember, he's doing Nightfall, George. Nightfall. Operation Nightfall. Oh yeah. You know what they could do for Batman, right? To bring him out of the whole Batman situation. They had Lex Luthor run for president, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you just have Bruce Wayne run for president and become President Bruce Wayne?
You know what? That's not bad. And Bruce Wayne would use Wayne Technologies.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that.
You mean he would turn into Trump? Johnny Midnight, truly heartbreaking, a real life tragedy affecting the love of his life. No, my donut.
Oh, not donuts. Come back.
It was the only thing that kept me sane these years.
You kept me, happy when I was sad.
Yeah. The whole donut situation happened because one guy figured out, like, hey, you know what? If I stay a little bit open for these patrol guys who are in the late shift, at least they have something to eat, right?
Yeah.
And basically, the police started coming to giving him business, and basically everybody else in the city started realizing, if we stay open for the cops are going to pay for our meals, and so we have extra income coming in.
No, you got it wrong. You got it wrong.
Go ahead.
I know the real truth.
Go ahead.
A friend of mine who owns a donut shop, told me a long time ago.
Yeah.
The reason why donut shops gave free donuts to the cops is because donut shops were easy, what we call places to rob.
Right.
Right. So when when they gave free donuts to the cops, what happens is that all the cops during their shifts, right? Because the cops have different shifts, they would be constantly going to the donut shop for free donuts.
Yeah.
So the cops would constantly be at the donut shop, and therefore the robbers would never come to the donut shop because every shift the cops would be there.
Yeah.
So, their free donuts was an investment in security. So instead of buying, security guard time, cameras and all that stuff, all they did was just give pennies worth of donuts to the cops, and the perception kept the thieves away from the donut shops. And you know where they went? They went to the coffee shops. The thieves went to the coffee shops. They went to Starbucks. It says, "I'm here to rob you." And you know what the Starbucks barista said to them?
What?
Is that half, a full half, latte without sugar, soy, coconut? Which one? And the guy said, "No, you don't understand. I'm here to rob you." Okay, you see, we have a large menu right here. Can you just pick what's on the menu? And he goes, you don't understand. I'm here to rob you. You don't understand. I can't open the cash register until you pick something from the menu. The guy goes, oh, fuck. Okay, I'll take a mocha half latte with coconut cream and little sprinkles. Okay, that'll be $40. What? I'm here to rob you. You're robbing me. It's got to be a true story, man, because I can't see it any other way from happening. All right, what's next?
Hustle Bitch. Declassified 1970 military report reveals forest fires were developed as a weapon, and they are using it right now. A formerly declassified U.S. military report from June 1970 details how to turn forests into weapons of mass incineration, explain how to prepare vast areas of forest for extremely intense fire by sparing descendants and defoliates for months in advance, essentially setting the stage for maximum destruction. The report even includes data on the best timing for engineered forest fire incineration in different U.S. regions. Between chemical spraying, mysterious fogs, and the sudden explosion of wildfire, a lot of people are starting to connect the dots. Are they using these same tactics on American soils today? Yes, and also in Canada.
Yeah. So all those chemtrails that had aluminum oxide or something like that has saturated the land for many years, and all they have to do is just ignite the spark, and the fire would actually be fast moving.
Mm-hmm.
It's not rocket science, really. It's just like spreading gasoline on it's like soaking the ground with gasoline and then coming back later and lighting the fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Operator 911. What's your emergency? Caller, I'm calling to report a bear on top of a power utility pole.
I'm just a bear. I'm just a lonely old bear.
I know. I'm on Highway 56.
Are you calling about a bear?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes, it's on the power pole.
Yeah, it's alive.
Yes. Just leave it be.
Okay.
And because I already called the Game and Fish, and they said there's nothing that they could do. They could go and shoot it, tranquilize it to get it down, but it's gonna end up, if they do that, then it's gonna fall and could hurt itself. So they told me that.
I know. I'm on how.
Okay, there's a solution to this, and I'll tell you what the answer is.
Honey?
Huh?
Honey?
No.
Spray with water?
No. Just leave the fucking bear alone. What's the matter with you? Why would you want the bear to come down? Because, you know what happens when the bear comes down? It looks at you as food.
No, because if you run away, it looks at you. But if you stand your ground, then it'll be like, okay, I'm not going to mess with you.
Yeah, this guy looks too Jewish.
Yeah, exactly.
No. I got an even better one. No. This guy looks too crazy.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the one.
Western Lesbian. Now, Jake Tapper says this is not good for Democrats' argument that there's no such thing as undocumented immigrant voting. Jake was previously busy helping further the narrative that non-citizen voting wasn't a serious issue.
But, Mikey Sherrill, the governor of New Jersey, made this announcement today, a surprising announcement. Nearly 400 non-citizens voted in New Jersey elections as a result of what she calls a serious software error. Governor Sherrill posted this quote, as the Trump administration tries to weaponize elections for political gain, I am ensuring we protect our elections. She goes on to say the difference is simple. When we find a problem, we don't hide it, deny it, or invent conspiracies. We investigate it, we fix it, and we tell the public. I have to say, though, for Democrats, I'm not saying that the Save America, the SAVE Act is going to pass.
Yeah.
But this is not good for Democrats' argument that there's no such thing as undocumented immigrants voting.
Well, no shit, Sherlock.
Yeah. And this is one county in one state, right?
Yeah.
Well, just imagine, little drops adds up. Well, let's check all the other counties and all the other cities, and see what happens. Oh, that's one state. Let's see what happens in all the other states and all the other counties.
Yeah, it's called extrapolation.
Yeah. Hey, George, did you know that a lot of the close election was between 27,000 votes?
Yeah.
This is not good for our country generally, I would say.
Even better.
So we moved away from there's no undocumented workers or illegals, right? Voting to, okay, there's some undocumented voters, voting our elections.
Yep.
But that's only on state level. No, it's in the federal levels.
Republicans here are talking about a solution to a non-existent problem. Again, Jay.
Hey, George, remember the last time a Democrat said they're talking about a solution for a non-existent problem? Was closing the loophole in the Election Act? Vice President?
Yeah, that's right.
Where they said, oh, the vice president can't do anything like that, right? And then once they won and they did, and they hurried up and closed that loophole. It's like, that's funny. They said that wasn't a loophole. Yeah, I guess it was a loophole.
Yeah, and they just want to close that loophole. Oh.
And they shot themselves in the foot because Kamala Harris became only a figurehead at that time.
Because of a loophole.
Exactly.
Oh.
So she couldn't do anything if she wanted to. Oh, and they even made it hard. They made it harder because remember, it used to be one senator and one House representative that could object, and they would have to deliberate. Now it's 5 House and 5 senators to make it happen now.
Yep.
To make it very clear, this country does not have a problem of election security in any measurable level, and certainly
whoa, pause.
People coming.
Pause.
Measurable
level.
Yeah.
The problem they do have election security problem.
Yeah.
You just confirmed it.
You confirmed it.
That's all you have. That's all.
You put a qualifier. You put a qualifier, but you still confirmed it.
Yeah, you confirmed it. Thank you, buddy. That's all that's needed. Everything else
is bullshit.
It's bullshit. Irrelevant.
All right. This broad is from AF Post. Emily Wilson, who translated the Odyssey.
For who?
For Christopher Nolan. This is Christopher Nolan who adapted her translation of the Odyssey. Yes.
Oh, what a. Okay.
What did you think?
Not this one. This one.
Yeah.
Think about the film in terms of this notion of the Odyssey as an anti-war text.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I thought it. I want to.
It wasn't an anti-war text.
Wow.
It was always about hubris and pride.
Continue.
Not spoil anything about the film because I know the majority of people haven't seen the film.
Nor will they want to.
The film
and the fact that it's a historical document.
Bullshit.
Yeah, they haven't seen the film. Yeah, but they know of the story.
Yes.
Douchebag.
It's like 3,000 years old story.
Yeah, go.
These flashbacks to the Trojan War. I'm not sure if I see it as an entirely anti-war film, but it certainly presents us with an Odysseus who feels very bad about certain things that he's done in war and is struggling to process them in a very, I would say, very modern, psychiatrized way.
Bullshit.
And he's
the reason
struggling
why
to process them and needs
left
drugs
to go
do
to
so.
war, it was because of
help
duty.
with his recovery.
Yeah.
What a douchebag.
Oh, yeah.
He left to go to war because of duty.
Yes.
Oh, my gosh.
Right.
And
he seems to feel bad about being a warrior, and we never actually get to see him doing much warrioring, which I thought in a way was a bit of a shame.
No, pause. He feels bad because he did. No. You created that narrative.
Yeah.
He was a warrior. He was a clever man.
Yeah.
And he was the quarterback. If the Odyssey was a football team, Odysseus was the quarterback.
He was the strategist.
Yeah. That guy knew how to take out the bad guys.
He's the guy who invented the Trojan horse.
Yeah, he's the guy who said to, where he beat up the Cyclops, and before the Cyclops, got thoroughly trashed by him. What is your name? Nobody. And then when the other Cyclops go, who hurt you? Who hurt you? Nobody. Come on, man. That is one of the most clever moments in literature history.
Right. And if he kept his mouth shut, he would have been home. But no, he while he was leaving, his pride, his hubris came out and said, "It was me, Ulysses, who blinded you." And that's where the Cyclops called on his father Poseidon's to curse him, and that's why he was suffering all that. But if he kept his mouth shut,
it wouldn't have happened.
Exactly.
Gosh.
Man. Blonde Gothcrow, none of these woke writers even glance at the original materials and have no understanding of history. Of course.
They don't even know what a poem is.
Let me put it succinctly from a contemporary mythology. The Last Jedi, Star Wars, episode, what is this? 8. What is it that Kylo Ren says? The whole films, destroy the past if you have to. And that's what they're trying to do. They don't want you to know your past. Because if you don't know what your past is, you don't know who you are, you're not connected to your roots and culture and your beliefs. You become amenable to whatever the present and the state wants you to become. It's communist tactic 101.
Yeah.
Because then you are cultural, you're separated from the global community, and you're not going to say, hey, I'm not going to give up my individuality to conform to the global community.
Yep.
And look, she has the hallmark of all of that sickness. Tattoos all over her arms. She probably had nose piercings that she took politely to look better. That douchey glasses that they all wear. In that same hairstyle that they all wear.
Yeah.
It's that same recognition pattern. If she could dye her hair, she probably would dye her hair. I wouldn't be surprised if she was younger. She did dye her hair.
Yeah.
Because that hair looks like it's been ruined by dye.
We do get to see the boat, which is lovely. But I think in some ways, I was realizing, thinking about the film, there's a tolerance for ambiguity in the world of the other.
You can't have ambiguities when you're dealing with gods.
Yeah.
There's a moral lesson. Your ambiguity is diluting the moral lessons. If you're going to be tempted, you're going to turn to pigs. You're going to waste time. If you fall for a beautiful woman who is not your wife, you lose time. If each step is a temptation, a choice of principledness and temptation and hubris. When he's disciplined and he's focused, he moves forward. When he falls into temptation or falls into his hubris, he goes back.
Yep.
Man. This kind of nonsense pisses me off. Oh, by the way, her books suck so much that they're putting it for free. Basically, on sale, buy one, get one free kind of deal. And her books are in buy one, get one free.
Oh, no. She's in the bargain bin?
Yeah.
Oh, that means all the books that they printed on inventory, it's not selling.
Exactly.
Oh, that's
they're hoping that people would get it just for free. They made a whole buy one get one free sale just to get rid of her, but not to show that it's just her. It's just to hide it with everybody else. Like, here's really good books of everybody else. You can buy one, get one free, right?
Yeah.
But but her books happens to be in that pile included.
Okay, all right. This is so sad. I'll tell you why.
Yeah.
Because we have talked about this in the past.
Mm-hmm.
There's piracy is piracy. Okay,
right.
You go to the internet, you find
you
movies pirated, all that stuff, the high seas and all that stuff. Blah 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 blah.
Right.
But sometimes there's just a movie that really is terrible in such a profound manner. I mean, it's like a chef's kiss on just being terrible.
Yeah,
and we're talking about worse than Plan 9 from Outer Space.
Yeah, nobody wants to. No one always want to high see it.
No, not even the people who go out of their way to stick cameras in a movie theater, and spend their time hoping that they don't get caught.
Yeah, they don't
put themselves in there. They don't even want to go to that trouble.
Exactly.
There's not even what do you call those people? Those advertisers, those casino advertisers.
Yeah.
That want to put their advertising in pirated movies that they release on the internet.
Yeah.
Not that I know anything of it, by the way. Okay.
The high C, George.
No, but there's not even those people are not even interested. Yeah. That is how bad the product has to be.
Right.
In such a profound manner for free to be worthless.
This was
this chick is worthless.
Oh wait, it gets even better.
Oh really?
Which I don't think there exactly is in the world of Hollywood blockbuster action films.
Right.
And I think that's one of the big challenges for Nolan, right?
Yeah.
Is that he has to make the protagonist a likable all-American hero.
Right.
Which is a real challenge if you're basing this on a poem where the hero is not necessarily motivated by romantic love or being a nice suburban parent, but actually he wants glory. And he wants to get spoils from the sack of a city, which is, you'll see what Nolan does with all of that. Different.
If that was true, then he would have filled his boat with gold and whatever.
Yeah.
With riches and stuff before he set sail.
Yeah.
My gosh, that was an easy call out.
So basically, she's criticizing Nolan's film. She didn't even like Nolan's films on her adaptation.
Wow.
That's basically what she's saying. I didn't like Nolan's adaptation of my work because he made Matt Damon too likable.
Holy smokes. Wow. Oh, God.
And I was going to say, again, this was a humiliation ritual. You know why? Because when they're doing those interviews, when they're doing the interviews and they're talking about, oh, we're doing practical effects, oh, we're doing all this BS, right?
Mm-hmm.
Matt Damon was purposely made to say, oh, I need to give a shout out to my female stunt double who played an awesome job being me doing the stunts.
Seriously?
Seriously.
There was a chick stunt double?
Yes.
What the hell, man? They couldn't find somebody guy to do it?
No, that wasn't the point. It was a humiliation ritual, George.
Okay.
Oh. I gotta find it now. First, I'm gonna finish this, and I'm gonna find it.
Does.
Right.
I kept looking in vain for a sense that this was a film about glory. I think it's a film that has some interest in shame, but I don't think it has any interest in glory.
I was going to ask you sort of if there were any scenes from the book that you wish had been in the movie, or tonalities, or if you had written the screenplay, are there moments you would have loved to include?
I mean, this is a very different adaptation from any that I would have done. So I think it's very, but it is very much in tune with things that Nolan has been obsessed with his whole career.
Right.
So I think, if you're a Nolan fan.
So she's saying, yeah, but it sucks. You know? Oh, here it is. So here's his stunt double, right?
You know, when we did the forced perspective stuff of the Laestrygonians, I don't know if there's been a thing about how we did it, but there were these kind of stuntmen who were all 7 feet, right? And then they got stuntmen who were under 5 feet. And so my double was a woman, a female stunt performer, who had the greatest arms I've ever seen. And when she came into the catering tent, was the first time I met her. I went up and I hugged her and so, you know, I thanked her for like all the work she'd put in and of course. And so there are those shots in the movie where you see these giants looming over me. Yeah. And that's so it was almost 100% my arms in the movie, but there are shots that you gotta give it up where it's due.
See?
Wow.
So they're going to say, but that's for forced perspective. I'm going to point you back to Lord of the Rings. They didn't need to put Elijah Wood, Sean Astin, and the actors who play Pippin and Merry with female, actors. They got dwarfs, and they also had a forced perspective where they put the scene way longer. They even have a DVD special showing that they didn't need a female, stunt double for that scene for him. And before they come, Lord of the Ring had females Rhodian writers. They were background extras. They weren't part of the principal cast.
Yeah, but they were backed by a Chad called Peter Jackson.
Exactly. This is a humiliation rituals all around. But kudos to her. She did her job that she was paid for. I'm not blaming her. I'm not blaming decisions of her. I'm just blaming the creative decision that Nolan and his team took, which is a criticism, because it feels purposefully that it was a humiliation ritual. Why do you need to express that, it was a female stunt double, Nick Sortor's Man Pants alert. Issue at LaGuardia Airport in New York City tonight. This was last night. Reports of a man armed with a portable rocket launcher at Terminal C. Incoming flight.
Wait. Is this an extreme version of open carry?
Yeah. Incoming flights were warned to use extreme caution by air traffic control. ATC Delta 2604 clear to land. Man Pants alert issue at LaGuardia Airport at 0027. Use extreme caution. DL 2604. Can you explain what a man pad is? Tower. Yeah, it's basically a report of a rocket launcher. DL 2604. Okay, where was that? Tower. They say by Terminal C, but nothing has been issued as of yet. DL 2604. Okay, thanks for the information. Tower, you're welcome. So nonchalant about a possible man with a military-grade rocket launcher at the terminal. Turns out not to be a credible threat, thankfully. But for those unfamiliar, man pads stand for Man Portable Air Defense System. So why would they have a rocket launcher? You know what this means?
Go on.
I bet you this was real. They handled it, and to make people not worry about it, they say false alarm, guys, false alarm. It was incredible. While they had the guy handcuffed and the rocket launcher disabled. But then it becomes the question, if this person had a rocket launcher, how did he get Terminal C if you're supposed to cross the TSA?
Ooh, hey now.
Because you're not supposed to be at the terminal gate at all without passing the TSA. Did somebody forget to like, oh yeah, these are rocket launchers. You can go forward. There's no worries here. Watch the planes. Fox News. New York City Mayor Zoran Mandami admits that the city can't arrest Benjamin Netanyahu. Despite his campaign promise to have Israel Prime Minister arrested, Mandami was forced to concede that New York City doesn't have the legal authority to execute the International Criminal Court arrest warrant. Of course, when our State Department and DOJ has said that we don't follow the ICC's people, they have no jurisdiction over the United States.
I think it's more profound than that, but so yeah, sure, let's go with that.
Mandami said,
I think they read him the Riot Act.
Yeah,
you said you do that, you'll not only create an international incident, but you're going to jail.
Yeah,
you won't pass go. You're going to go directly to jail.
Jail.
This is not your jurisdiction. You're the mayor of a city. Stick to that.
Yeah.
You're not a federal employee. You're a state employee. Actually, no. You're a city employee.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're not even a state employee.
You're a city employee of the biggest city in the nation, but it's still a city.
Yeah.
Mandami said calls on the federal government to enforce the warrant if Netanyahu visits New York, while reiterating that he believes that the Israel leader should be arrested and tried for his crime. Netanyahu, or Little Yahoo, is expected to travel to New York in September for the United Nations General Assembly.
Things let me go.
Well, he said by any applicable laws they're able to do so. So he couched it. Don Luker, footage from the has released of women having the time of their life at Pulaski State Prison, located in Hawkinsville, Georgia, as they throw a party that looks comparable to a DIY Dave and Buster's.
What the hell? That did anyone actually tell the prison warden this is illegal?
She like my bandana,
No wonder they want to go to prison. It's a party in there.
Yeah, it's a party.
In Georgia, your taxpayer money to house these criminals are being used to give them wild parties. Wow, no wonder all the trans female wants to go over to the women's side. They're always having parties over there.
Yeah.
Trash bag full of money. Charlotte call me Sarah. She look.
Right on. Party on, dude.
Party on, Ted.
Yeah, that's it.
Party on, Bill. The White House reposting Donald J. Trump's for his Truth Social account. From this point forward, anytime the Islamic Republic of Iran shoots at a ship in the Strait of Hormuz, whether by missile, rocket, drone, or any other device or weapon, the United States will bomb and destroy one bridge or power plant, including those located to or in the capital of Tehran. Thank you for your attention to this matter, President Donald Trump.
Basically, he's gonna do something that he said he didn't want to do.
Yeah,
and that is put Iran into the Stone Ages.
Exactly. Well, you can rebuild it. Elon Musk has the technology. It can be better.
You don't understand.
Yeah.
Pause for a moment. Okay. When we're talking about putting a country into the Stone Ages, it means that, other than food, shelter, and clothing, that's going to be a problem.
Yeah.
And what's going to be a problem is that the Revolutionary Guard or anybody else who has guns,
right,
as soon as they finish their bullets, they don't have replacements.
Right.
Which means The moment the ammunition's depleted from the people who have bullets and guns,
yep,
it becomes an even playing field.
And clubs and stones
Sticks and stones,
sharpened
yeah,
metal,
and you know, mother-in-laws.
Yeah,
you know, they're going to deploy the mother-in-laws as
right.
you know, as the first wave of attack.
You know what's going to happen, right? You know what's going to happen, George?
No, what?
This is going to be the craziest prediction, but I predict, I don't know, but I wouldn't be surprised if Pope Leo the 14th, right, calls for a crusade to turn Iran back into a Christian country again. The moment that
wait, that would mean he would have to go against him ridiculing and making fun of Donald Trump.
Yeah, isn't that something?
Yeah, I guess doing the Lord's work kind of brings you back into the reset.
Exactly. Clown Worlds. If you're still throwing lithium batteries in the trash, this is a good reminder to stop. So somebody
throw lithium batteries in somebody else's trash.
The problem is that it caused the truck to go on fire because when they start compacting that causes a chain reaction. All that junk trash into your atmosphere.
Yeah. Instead of burning the trash at the trash compacting site, he's burning the trash on the road again.
Yeah. So this is like the second thing. First it was the oxygen tank. Now it's a lithium battery, George. Something's happening.
Yeah.
All right. Gunter Eagleman, Donald Trump. MAGA candidates won everything last night in Arizona, a complete sweep. I won Arizona 18 months ago. The Democrats are dumbfounded after decades. Arizona is becoming a Republican state. Congratulations to all. Donald Trump, president.
Yeah, thanks, Carrie Lake. You did a good job. Oh, no, sorry. You didn't do a job at all.
No. She did a perfect job because they were able to track all the cheating during her.
So she was the sacrificial lamb.
Yeah. So she was supposed to lose the whole time and force them to use all the tricks at that location so they know where, tag and bag.
Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad at all.
Yeah. And then she got a cushy job where? To the Bahamas. Or I guess Jamaica.
Wow, that's not bad at all. That's a great narrative.
Yeah.
They made them deplete all their bullshit.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. That's exceptional.
Yeah.
I didn't see that coming.
Mm-hmm. Hustle bitch. Japan is banning American cereals because they cause cancer, and the kids in the U.S. are still eating them. Japan is considering banning popular American cereals like Frosted Flakes, Rice Krispie.
Wait, Frosted Flakes?
Yeah.
Tony the Tiger Frosted Flakes?
Yeah, they're not great.
Oh, come on, man.
Rice Krispie.
I lived on that for a long time.
Honey Punch Oaks. And
I would have Frosted Flakes with my steak, my hamburger, my hot dogs, my ice cream, my milkshake.
And
I would even have Frosted Flakes, after a long exercise. And I would need, what do you call it, electrolytes?
Right. Did you have Frosted Flakes with the Rice Krispie melted? Those that snack that they.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I had Frosted Flakes with rice. I had Frosted Flakes with asparagus. I had Frosted Flakes with beans, spinach, broccoli.
Yes,
papaya.
Great.
Yeah, it's like Frosted Flakes help me understand, the value of nutrition.
Right. So the reason why they're banning it because it contains a chemical called BHT, which is butylated hydro.
Okay, hold a sec. I'm just gonna mute myself so I don't listen to this. So I can unknowingly finish my Frosted Flakes stash before I review this show.
A chemical was used as preservative and flavor enhancer
I
to Japan
can't have
Frosted
Frosted Flakes anymore.
Yeah. So no more Frosted Flakes. Another chemical that if you can't pronounce it and it's too long, you shouldn't consume it.
It's wrong on so many levels.
Yeah. No more tasty wheats for you.
Oh, tasty wheats! Oh my gosh! You know, when I would actually go hunting for Wheaties, you know, we go down the aisle and go, look, tasty wheats, and my mom would go, yes, dear, we'll get that for you, and we'll just put a lot of sugar in there, and it'll taste real good.
All right, Robert Malone, tip of the iceberg. If AI is allowed to do its work and is actually allowed to track the fraud in all 50 states, watch the court to shut it down ASAP. And he was responding to Donald Trump, Truth Postal. 35,152 is the new number just released by the Homeland Security of non-citizens registered to vote in New Jersey. Oh, that's more than the 6,600 that they said was a glitch, George.
Uh-oh.
These are just the ones that got caught. The real number will prove to be many times this amount. They're all Democrats. Republicans get smart, straighten out our crooked election past the Save American Act.
I'm telling you, if they pass it for the Democrats, it's career suicide. But if they don't pass it, I'm pretty sure we called it here.
Yeah,
it's just going to deploy ICE at every polling station.
I'm telling you, he's going to do that. I don't expect the Republicans going to pass this election, the Save American Act. I think they're going to pass it after this election. So Trump is going to have to put an executive order to make all that happen, which is why he's having that done repeatedly and having the Supreme Court challenge it, because he wants to make sure by the time it gets to election, the Supreme Court can say, nah, Jack, everything's fine and dandy. You can't go against that executive order.
Yeah, he tried everything.
Yeah,
these guys wanted to delete themselves. Metaphorically speaking, in Minecraft. I can't do that.
Yeah. All right, the next one is from Pirate Nation. Japan has officially launched Anime Gen, the country's first free AI video model built specifically for anime. Developed by Aldria Labs with support from Japan's government, Anime Gen is open source under the Apache 2.0 license. Anyone can download the models, modify them, and use them in commercial projects. According to Aldria Lab, it was trained using data collected in accordance to Japanese copyright law. All right, George.
All right, so I heard it. Now, here's where we do the corporate speak. Take your time and read the sentence all over again.
All right, Japan has officially launched Anime Gen, the country's first free AI video model built specifically for anime.
Yeah, there's nothing free about it. Continue.
Developed by Aldria Lab with support from Japan's government, Anime Gen is an open source under the Apache 2.0 license.
You know why they're doing this?
Why?
It's because the AI is already ubiquitous in production in Japan. Japan, for creativity, Japan is the premier country for artists to use the latest technologies in their production of manga and anime. And what's going on here is someone, I'm not sure if it's the government, but someone is trying to get ahead of this and try to make themselves the go-to for AI generating content.
Right.
Now, you see, keep going. The next sentence, you'll understand why. Go to the next sentence.
Anyone can download the models, modify them, and use them in commercial projects.
Yeah, continue. Yeah.
According to Aldria Labs, it was trained using data collected in accordance to Japanese copyright law.
Boom. You see? They want to get ahead of it. They want to make it ubiquitous. They want to make it free. How do you get something free? How do you get something into everybody's hands real quick?
Free.
Make it free. What happens when it becomes free and it's saturated? Like
you're able to charge them because you're in their ecosystem.
You're able to control them.
Yep.
Charging's just a byproduct. You're able to control them. What happens when you control them? Then you prevent them from doing what? Copyright infringement, trademark infringement. This is a grab. That corporate speak, this is a grab to try to control the future. This is what's going on here.
Okay.
Now, will it work? No, it won't work. It won't work at all. It because the problem is, excuse me, because the problem is it's software. People can build their own workaround. They don't have to use this. Yeah. You know what happened when they made Maya really, really cheap for students? It was the student edition of Maya, right? Saw 3D software. I think it was free or very cheap, right?
Yeah,
because they wanted, they wanted to saturate it into the market. They wanted the students to know it. That way, when they go to a studio, what the studio going to get? You're going to get Maya. Why? Because the students know Maya. Well, where do you think happened? Oh, Blender came around. Blender is a great program that's comparable to Maya. What is Blender? It's free. It's truly free. It's a free product being created to circumvent the corporation from giving a free product and then trying to take control of the market. This is what's going to happen with this product here. This is the equivalent to Maya. And then somebody is going to come out with a Blender equivalent, and it's just going to destroy their whole business model. It's going to happen. There is no ifs, ands, or buts. This little pattern it's a business pattern, and there's no way for it's like rain coming down. It's like the sun, in the sky the next day. It's a surety. There is no path any other than what I said. There's just no downside to this in terms of, something free is given to take control of the people. Something freer will come in and trump that free, the first free thing. It's going to happen. That's the corporate speak in this. And now, if somebody were to actually look deeper into it, we're not going to do it. But if someone were to look deep into it and figure out who are the people responsible for this, you'll see it'll go right back to the corporations and the government. It's not the people. If it was the people, it wouldn't be like this. It would not be like this. In fact, they wouldn't even mention copyright material in the statement at all. Because why? Because that would put them into legal jeopardy. Oh no.
Well, as people are going to slowly adjust to it, because we're getting to the point that it's like the car and buggy, or the carriage.
Yeah.
It's still going to be there, but people are going to use cars because it's more convenient. The same thing about paper and digital art. A lot of artists, what are they doing? Are they drawing on paper? Yeah, a good deal of them are, but most of them are drawing on digital. Why? Cheaper, and you don't have to waste paper. Right?
Yep.
So AI is the same thing. And it opens up to people who aren't, I guess, technically inclined, but they know what they like, so they're able to generate the things. So
yep.
That's going to be a thing. And the people who masters AI are the people who are going to be succeeding.
Yep.
All right. That's it for tonight. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Thank you to Blonde Goth Girl. Thank you to Lurkers and Bots. Thank you to everybody else. George, what's your final thoughts?
Yep.
We'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow is Thursday, so more news.
Yep.
It's always getting crazier every day.
Yep.
All right. Peace out.
I believe that together we can make America great again. I believe that together we